Men, abortion, and Father's Day. For some men, Father's Day isn't a celebration. It's a quiet ache, a reminder of a loss that few recognize and even fewer talk about. But today, we're going to talk about the grief some men experience after abortion and how that pain can resurface or intensify around Father's Day. If you're a man who was involved in a pregnancy that ended in abortion, this video is for you. And if you know a guy who's been through this and you're looking for ways to be there for him, this video is for you too. Now, this isn't about shame or blame. It's about human emotion and a type of grief that often goes unseen and unsupported. It's called disenfranchised grief, and it's hard. Disenfranchised grief happens when you're grieving a real loss, but people don't recognize it or give you permission to mourn. After abortion, it might sound like, wow, you dodged a bullet. I bet you're relieved. Or you're too young. You're not ready to be a father. Or you've got your whole life ahead of you. You can have more kids. Or the doctor said the baby probably would have died anyway. Or it's time to move on. Forget about it. You know, even your own mind tries to talk you out of grief. Does any of this sound familiar? I tried my best to support her, but she didn't want the baby. Or I didn't know anything about it. It's not my fault. Here's the truth. Grief isn't about fault or time or age. You lost your child. And you don't just experience thoughts and feelings, you also suffer physical, relational, and spiritual consequences. And those impacts don't just disappear because time has passed or someone's tired of hearing about them. When you don't allow yourself to grieve, you shove it down, distract yourself. Anger builds up, depression takes over, you numb out or act out. Disenfranchised grief isolates you. You feel like your pain doesn't count. You feel totally alone. But here's the thing. Grief doesn't make you weak. Silence does. It's important to understand that what's hidden can't be healed. And no matter what, God still loves you and has a plan and a good purpose for your life, even if you can't see it and don't believe it. Now, I imagine that there's some critical people in my audience thinking, hey, he pressured, forced, threatened, or abandoned her. He left the decision all up to her. He encouraged it, paid for it. Or, I'm the one who had to go through it and live with it. So what right does he have to sympathy? He does share responsibility for the child he helped conceive. Abortion is traumatic in different ways for the people involved. But here's a question to think about. If you don't allow space for his grief or regret, how will that help your healing? Withholding forgiveness, intimacy, respect may be ways you punish him, but what good is that doing anyone? Grief after abortion takes time to heal. Maybe being triggered this Father's Day is God's way of reminding you that he loves you, and it's never too late or too ugly to go to him for comfort and help. And God's the one who's providing so many resources for men who've experienced abortion through Support After Abortion, Rachel's Vineyard, Saved One, and so many more. Now, I want to speak for a minute to those watching who care about a man impacted by abortion. Most people don't know what to say. They assume he's fine because he's not talking about it, especially if it was a while ago. The truth is, many men carry deep grief, regret, and guilt. They just don't know what to do with it. You can't fix them, but you can do this. You can give him room to talk about it this Father's Day. You could invite a conversation by saying, calling, or texting something like, I know today might be a tough one for you, and I'm here if you want to talk. And if he does want to connect, please just listen. No advice or correction or judgment. Yes, he may have other great kids, and he may have the potential for some more in the future, but no other child makes up for the one he's lost. He may also be grieving the marriage or relationship that ended after the abortion. So saying something like, "That's a lot of loss and pain to be going through. I'm so sorry." I know how much comfort and hope Jesus can bring. I've experienced it. It's absolutely okay to ask him if you can pray with him or for him. But more than that, stay close to the Holy Spirit. Ask him, how do you want me to support this guy in his grief? Sometimes that means praying out loud. Other times it means just sitting with him in silence. Let the Spirit lead, not just your words, but your heart. Father's Day is about honoring fatherhood in all its forms, including the complicated, the invisible, and the lost. To every man who's grieving a pregnancy loss, whether spoken or secret, you're not alone. Your story matters. Your loss is real. Your grief deserves to be seen, not hidden in the dark, but carried into the light where healing takes place. If you or someone you know is struggling with post-abortion grief, consider reaching out to a counselor or support group. I put resources in the description to help. And here's another video that offers compassion and support.